posting strategy,
already have something having people and also via the bright people in the community. We just need to keep it active or like. I'm on a diet and I'm now in the phase where there are not that many carbs left. So I'm basically just eating protein and some fats. And it's super hot in the night. I'm also not sleeping good. You're anyways not sleeping good in the diet, so yeah. But all for the six pack. But I would see this even a little bit more broader than this. Just seeing this from a whole company building perspective. Not treating Merkion as like a classical, let's say, software company or something like this. Building everything from this kind of standpoint of a person. I think our identity paper, what we created for the company, is already like a good start. You know, it's not about like this typical company metrics thing or something. It's always about certain beliefs and what we want to stand for and what other people cannot replicate and this kind of stuff. So I would not just see it from a company page, I would see it from everything and putting this into the center and also putting into the center what is important in terms of human interactions and how humans react to humans. It's just an important point and I think a good philosophy in how to actually build the company rather than like going into this gold rush AI mode that everybody has and like, oh yeah, let's have like these and these numbers and let's do this and this and trying to shortcut everything, more building a human-centric ecosystem or engine that puts humans into the center and the rest will be figured out. Who knows, maybe the software is not the right thing, but the community and everything we're doing around this is exactly the right thing. Good morning, my friends. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. New week, new luck, new whatever. I'm getting ready right now for our first personal branding brunch here in Valencia, which is also a big part of our strategy, which is building a big community around the topic of personal branding and where people can build their personal brands together, you know? Because I believe strongly in that the market is changing, you know, like just having a software or something like this is not helping, it's not letting you succeed. Everybody can build now something with AI, but it's more about like understand your audience, understand your community, understand their problems and help them to achieve their goals, you know. These self-paced, self-learning courses and all of the stuff, I don't think that has that big of a future. So yeah, that's about that. Yeah, I'm getting ready. My time management today for a German is a little bit oof, but I'm getting ready now, going to the city center, Café Federal. Piero will be also there. I'm taking you with me and the whole week will also about how we're building our community around our business, what tools we might use, and how we just want to test this ASAP without spending big amounts of time, big amount of money. But now I have it. Maybe my 3 rules for the week. Your attention is only a thing you own. Don't give it to noise. You know who you are, act like it. And last but not least, react from a full life, not from needs. Maybe for the philosophical touch of this video. But now I'm done. I'm getting ready. I need to head out. See you later, guys. So we made it to Café Federal. We're just waiting for the other people. I think we're today like 6-7 people. It's the first edition of our personal branding brunch, so we wanted to keep it in a small circle, trying it out. Keep it easy, get a little bit into conversations. Don't make it too structured, you know, more trying to understand what the problems are. And as I already said earlier, this video will be all about like understanding your audience and build also something around your audience and not just building a product and hope somebody will find it, more like giving them a complete ecosystem. And this will be one of the cornerstones, but more to the other stuff in the rest of the video. So I think there's my espresso coming. I'm getting my double espresso and then we will show you probably also some nice footage of the brunch.
Iced vanilla coffee latte. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Good?
Good. And I was like sitting there and I was like, yeah, as usual, I'm waiting for my business partner. And I wanted to click on uploading this. First of all, thank you for coming. Why are we doing this? I think you all already saw like Piero and me building currently the Merkion, which will be, I don't want to just call it a software, we want to build an ecosystem. Everything about personal branding, sure that the heart is like the software we're building, but one main aspect is community. It's more like we want to talk a little bit about personal branding, maybe what are your struggles, maybe he can share some tips, I can share some tips, but it's also helpful for us now to shape this aspect of community because we're still early stage with this. And if we understand the pain points better, we can make like a better offer. We can shape the next like kind of events, and this is why we're here today. Oh, it's going really good. People sharing a lot of things. Piero is taking a lot of notes. We're getting a lot of insights, which are super valuable. So yeah, it was a good decision to do this, and I think we will continue for 1 more hour. We will keep you posted. Depends like what you want to attract. Quick question. So this was the first episode of our personal branding brunch. How do you like it?
Oh, I loved it. I loved to meet the people. I loved the talks that we had, and I really loved that we went like more specific into like what are our goals and like how can we improve ourselves. So we went out with like specific ideas. I wrote some notes on my phone, like here from Theo, like 2 pages or how many pages?
You guys, this is crazy because life is a journey, but this agenda has been blank until today. Thanks to this, guys, I now have thoughts and ideas.
So we're actually leaving with input. Like it's not just like it was really helpful in that way.
So we should do it again.
Definitely.
We should definitely do it again. I'm even have a new connection now. I'm gonna interview and we're gonna go to run together.
I guess it was a success.
Well, let me just write something down because I feel like we can come back to this business.
So we are back, tablet is ready, and let's go. So yeah, I said it now already multiple times. So the first and foremost important step is your audience, your community, the people you are talking to, your ideal customers, yeah? And this is also the first thing you need to understand. I think especially now in the era of AI, it's easy to build stuff and a lot of people going directly into a solution mode, like, oh, I see a problem, I have to build a solution. But quite often we also have the fact that the thing we are seeing is not the actual problem, it's a symptom of the problem. So first is really about like understanding your audience and know who your audience is. And disclaimer, we don't even know it by ourselves fully because we have a couple of founders that are super interested in working with the tool and like what they're doing. But there are also people in there that are more content creators that want to monetize what they are doing. And the interesting thing is at the end they are also entrepreneurs if they want to start to monetize it. So there's also some overlap. But this is also like a constant thing of learning and experimenting, yeah? So audience is number one. And then the most important thing here is develop audience intelligence. Like, what is really their problem? Where do they need help with? The thing is, what we also learned is, and I think what a lot of other software as a service companies doing differently, and especially now in this era, is maybe not the right way to build just a software as a service solution, you know, and then build a community as a benefit on top of this. So that you basically just have the tool and then like, yeah, you can join here something, and it's more like a on top benefit. And this is exactly what we don't want to do. Our far and foremost most important approach here is like building an ecosystem around Merkion, about the app. The app is just a tool, but all the things around the ecosystem, me, Piero, the different expertise we have, the events that we are doing, these are exactly the things we want to start with. And the tool, the app itself is is becoming just a tool within this ecosystem that people are using. But everybody can use a software as a service, but like this whole thing of building your personal brand, building your business around a personal brand, this is a complete different level. It's not just about cutting nice videos, you know, it's about understand your audience, understand their problems, understand how to build an offer, how to build a value ladder, you know, like what is the offer people need. We had a conversation with a guy, 20,000 followers, and he makes zero money with his social medias and wants to try this and this different offers, and everything is going to a complete different direction. So there's a lot of different kind of problems. As I said, we also don't have everything figured out, but this is the approach we are going. Audience intelligence is the most important step, because if you're also developing this, you're developing a really cool skill, which is like falling in love with the problem and not the solution. There are so many cowboys out there now. I don't know why I said the word cowboy. Wow. But there are so many people out there because it's so easy to build, they just build stuff. And the whole market is full of software. Everybody can use a software. Maybe it's solving a problem a little bit. Understand your audience. This is the key to succeed. So I think I talked now enough about audience intelligence. Let's go to what we actually built. I want to see also how the community is fitting in into our offer stack. I have to stop with the key, so we go to the offer stack. So to also show you a little bit how we approaching our complete value ladder is we have in step number 1 here the brand map. Yeah? So where you're basically doing our onboarding questionnaire, 16 questions, and your whole brand identity is getting extracted. This is a one-off offer. People can do this, they can get this if they want to use this in their tool. Maybe they're using other AI tools to write their content, and this would be a good knowledge piece for there, or they used ChatGPT, which I would not recommend, Claude, I don't know. So that's number 1. And then we for sure also have like our software as a service. If somebody just wants to use the software, cool, go for it. So this is tier number 2. And the most important one, the main offer, is what we are calling the done with you service. So you have the community, you have the app, and you have events. We will have regular events. Online branding calls every 2 weeks, every week a content creation call where we're creating our content together. So you also have this kind of accountability. And the app just becomes a tool within this layer. We have access to the people. We will do live events here in Valencia. We will do online events. We will just also do webinars out of the community. But that's our main thing. And this is also what we got out of all of our workshops that we did so far, the testings with the app, the personal branding brunches, that people actually value this getting together with other people that have the same struggles and then working together on solving these things. Yeah? And I also know, or we know, that this is probably like a long-term approach. You know, we could do everything to just like get users on the app, get money, get some traction, maybe find the VC, scale this thing, and bam. This is not what we want to do. And then there's the done for you service. So Piero is doing this since years. If somebody wants to have the personalized approach, personalized strategy, Paloma is doing branding colors, all of this stuff. We're making a concept for them. We're shooting content for them. Maybe helping them also like, hey, what are super interesting things where I'm coming in with my business expertise, or like also what should you show to attract clients or to attract employees, for example. So this is the last stage. And also what you will see here is, maybe to as I have this now currently open, it's like we basically have an offer stack that is also automatically always bringing you into like the next tier. Let's say like you're a person, do you want to try it by yourself? You're working a lot with Claude and so on. But you want to have your brand identity. So you're starting in tier number 1. And then maybe at a certain point you're realizing, this is cool, but no, there's a model update, there's this, there's that, things are not working as expected, and also I need more support. I want to get more serious. I want to have my daily content interviews. I want to have my daily briefing. I want to know if everything I'm writing is brand aligned. So it's revealing somehow there is a next step, a next problem, which is then getting solved by the second tier, which is the app. Yeah. So people are getting naturally from here to there. And then if you're really starting to getting serious about your brand, and you also know you are able to do partially the stuff, but you need this kind of accountability, and maybe you're also not that experienced in terms of content creation, but also business-wise and so on. But you know, like, you want to do this and you need the right people around you. So then automatically the next step becomes number 3, yeah? The done with you service. You have the community, you have the calls with Piero. Piero's bringing the branding expertise, I'm bringing the business expertise. So all of this stuff. And then when all of these things, because we know it's working, are made your brand better, your brand is stable, your brand is healthy, you're known in your niche, maybe you're coming then to a point where you're saying like, hey, now I want to have the done for you service. I have my things done, my business is going good, but my business needs now another kind of person, you know, like it needs me on other stages there. So there's then the done for you service. So yeah, this maybe also as a little excursus to how we're setting up our value ladder, our offer stack, however you want to call this. And yeah, last but not least, really think about your audience and fall in love with the problem, not with the solution. If you understanding your audience and you can help your audience to solve their specific problems, or you're also anticipating already like the problems they have, or you have a solution for things they might not seeing, you will win in the long term. AI is making everything too easy right now. Everybody can build a software. Everybody can build stuff, build a tool. Is this always the right approach? I don't know. Sometimes maybe just also pay the money for the software. But what will differentiate from now on, in 5 years, in 10 years, companies from really good companies, or even like from companies that were maybe there and are now closed, is like they understood their audience, they understood how they feel, what they want, what their needs are, what their problems are, and they help them to get there, yeah? And also I think in terms of like all of the AI usage and how the world is currently shaping is, people want to have community, they want to be around other people, you know, and like we all sometimes need this kind of accountability. So I strongly believe that this approach is the right approach for our company, but also for whatever you are building out there. Like these classical business structures, business forms, I think need a radical transformation. And especially AI is driving us more and more that we are really needed, that we are really like called out to do this, you know? So yeah, that's it. I hope you get some insights from this and why we are building it the way we are building. I also wanted to explain you a little bit the thought process we had behind this. And yeah, I'm going back to enjoy my Sunday now a little bit on the terrace. We'll write my content for next week together with Merkion that will score it then at the end. I hope you have a good one. And I guess that's it for this video. I hope you like this one. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I said now 5 times, and that's it.